Hey there guys, Solo here. I want to talk to you guys about a recent article from the good old chops, the good old lots and losses over there at Nintendo. I don't know why I'm trying to do a Scotch accent, I can't really do that. About the recent game that is Fire Emblem Fates, the latest installment in the Fire Emblem series. For those who were fans of Fire Emblem Awakening, are looking forward to this game. For those who were fans of the Fire Emblem series all the way back to the first Fire Emblem game, are looking forward to this. Though some people aren't really looking forward to how the Fire Emblem series is going towards now, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, a recent article about Nintendo, they said that the game will not have any heavy implications about gay marriage and drug relationships. I don't know that that's what it said, quote, but it was something along those lines. We'll get into the drug relationships later, but I guess you got. So I bet some of you guys are saying, what the hell does drug relationship mean? Well, some people might not know, but some people might know. But anyway, the Yuri, well, it is Yuri, but the gay relationship part. This actually makes me sad because I did make a video about this last year. I forgot when exactly what it was. That the game was gonna have gay marriage, and this was something I was actually looking forward to. And I do remember saying back then that I was hoping that was even in the first, and that was in Fire Emblem Awakening, but fortunately that was not the case. But for those who aren't really familiar about what the concept are, how it works in Fates, that you can't have gay marriage in the Japanese version apparently, because they're going to change some dialogue in the US version that, you know, it's going to not implicate that it's going to be like a gay marriage, a same-sex related marriage, which hurts hearing, honestly. But it's only limited to the female avatar and the male avatar, depending on which version of the game you get. And honestly, even to talking about this, I did watch the female S rank support conversation with the female avatar, and thinking we might not get the dialogue exactly how some people has translated, it hurts just thinking about that right now. It's like that's actually something I've always wanted to see for myself, rather than on YouTube or something, you know, or someone streaming it. Even though I haven't seen anyone streaming before, just on YouTube. It hurts. It really hurts because my thing about same-sex marriage is, if you love somebody, regardless of what gender they are, as long as there's love there, then it's all good. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's some same-sex marriage that are even better than normal marriages. Should say normal. There's nothing abnormal about being a lesbian or a gay, but, you know, a standard marriage, you know, I guess male and female. You guys know what I mean. I feel like that there's nothing wrong with it. Excuse me. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, FYI, I'm sleepy, so expect some slurring, but I'm trying to do my best to keep it at a bare minimum, and my stuttering too. But it's all good though. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with that. That's the kind of thing, that's the kind of environment I grew up around. You know, just accept those for who they are. I have plenty of acquaintances and friends who are gay, but do I see anything different? No, of course not, because there's nothing wrong with that. But that's just how I feel. It really hurts because, well, I can understand that Nintendo wanted to censor this for our eyes who are too young to play this game, which makes me wonder why you even play the game in the first place. If you know good and well you shouldn't be playing this game. But then again, it's coming from a guy who, when growing up, I used to try to watch movies like Akira, or anime movies like Akira, which is a movie that I highly recommend for all family and friends to watch together. Like, hey mom, why is that guy blowing up? But that's something else though. Man, just I don't know, and this goes all the way back to censorship. Censorship has been in the media of sorts way down the line, and honestly, I was never one for censorship. I never approved of censorship, because even though I understand, you know, censoring something for, like I said, the younger audience, but at the same time, it waters down the original intent of the writer. You know, it's like when you're watching that writer's content, you're not seeing the message that they wanted you to see, because if you're censoring something, you probably won't feel the full impact of what that particular line may have said, or that particular word that they wanted to say. You know, even though it may sound offensive, as long as the word got out there, because it made a bigger impact than it should have. I don't know, I was never one for censorship. I really wasn't. It's just so sad that we're at an age right now where some people are probably taking things so sensitively and so seriously that like game developers have to actually cover things up because for the sake of any backlash. This is just like Dead or Alive Extreme. The game isn't going to be coming over to the US because you know you're seeing a bunch of skimpy girls and seeing a bunch of girls in skimpy swimsuit outfits too. That's practically no different from what I've seen on TV nowadays. It's ridiculous. It's like, why would you want to hinder our experience for playing the game for many reasons? Some people might want it for perverted reasons. Some people might want it because they are fans of the Dead or Alive series. Some people might want it because they want to. At the end of the day, it really shouldn't matter why that person wants to buy that game, because they are spending their money to enjoy the game for their own personal reasons. It's just the fact that you kind of have to import it and pay an additional fee just to buy a game that could have got over here in the US for cheaper. You know, I really do hate censorship. It's just dumb. I really don't know why. I don't know. And I don't know. Well, so sorry for seeming kind of ranty. I don't rant in this and my vlogs or whatever we're gonna call them. I talk about stuff, but it just really is horrible. So anyway. And not to mention, there's been plenty of gay characters in video games. I don't know why Nintendo's stopping them now. I mean, I don't know specifically Nintendo, but I know other games like Persona 2 with Jun and the recent Trails of Cold Steel with Angelica and everything. I don't know why they want to start censoring this now. I mean, they're at an age right now where, I don't know, but I won't get into that. Another thing is, the drug relationship part. Like I was talking about. Now there's a character in Fates her name is Solio. I pray to God I'm saying her name right because she actually looks pretty cool. Solio. And well, she has this thing for cute girls, quote unquote cute girls. And the thing is, she has this. Well, it's a thing. It's more of a weakness towards cute girls because she does like to flirt with them too. Supposedly from what I read in an article, she has this weakness for them. And obviously that's something you shouldn't really have when you're fighting against enemies, because if you're paired up with a girl, there's a chance she might faint before the enemy even engages her. So if you're playing as the male avatar, he actually comes up with a solution by spiking her drink, as all the articles are saying, spiking her drink. Putting magical powder, quote unquote magical powder, in her drink, and it helps. It makes her see the girls as guys, and vice versa, seeing the guys as girls. And at the end, she doesn't. And of course, she didn't really realize this, which is the reason why they emphasize it, saying it's spiked. She sees, and yeah, she didn't really realize the male avatar was actually doing this. And at the end, even though she should have been mad at him, she was actually grateful to him, because he actually kind of cured her of her weakness, quote unquote weakness. I'm saying quote unquote on her. So yeah, everyone's pretty much taking this as a controversial thing about changing her sexuality. I don't know if she's a lesbian or she's bisexual. I really don't know. So yeah, something like that sparked a lot of controversy. Me personally, I just don't see a big deal like this. I mean, some people might take it with a grain of salt. Some people might make a mountain out of a mole for this. Just me, whatever happened to just playing the game just to play it. Not just reading into every little detail that's going to be in the game. There have been a lot of things in games where I've kind of questioned, but at the same time, I'm not going to blow up and say, oh, why is this in the game? This shouldn't be in this game and all that. Because again, it's all boils down to censorship. If the writer wanted to actually let that message be out, then he probably wouldn't. He put it in there for a reason. If he didn't want it to be out, he wouldn't have put it in there. I don't know. So that's my 10-minute thing about this whole thing. It took a little longer than I thought because I get sidetracked. That's really no surprise. But anyway, guys, if you guys have anything about to say about this, let me know. And like I said about earlier, some people might not be happy. Some people might be happy with this because people aren't like happy with the way Fire Emblem is going now, because it was purely a tactical RPG that probably didn't have any dating sims back then. Probably had some support conversation, but no dating sims like it did nowadays. Though, I don't know. It's just everyone's not really happy with the whole me of like rubbing your faces and everything, and having this kind of conversation, dating sim support conversations and everything. I mean, it's Japan. I mean, this is hardly the most surprising thing I've seen. I mean, I've probably seen a lot worse than rubbing faces and everything else. I don't know. So at the end of the day, don't take this seriously. I mean, but then again, that's probably talking to a brick wall. Honestly, that people are going to still talk about, the little nitpicky stuff that shouldn't really be nitpicked. I don't know. But anyway, that's enough for me. Let me guys know what you guys think. Is this something you guys are happy about? What do you guys think about censorship? Is this something that you are really infuriated about? Are you not going to get the game because of this same reason? Anything, let me know. Take advantage of the comment section on the bottom. And like always, give me a like. It really helps me out more than you guys can imagine. So until then, guys, I'll see you guys later.